Hi guys, I'm Ria. I live in Bangalore. I have been a sports physiotherapist for more than 10 years now, working with national and international level athletes, performance artists like singers and dancers, as well as people who are having lifestyle related diseases. So my aim has always been to make people injury free, make them pain-free, and to get them back to movement. So COVID now is passing, it's receding, the 3 waves are over, and we are all going to be back to work. Now, all of those nagging aches and pains like your neck and shoulder pain, hunching, your arm pain, numbness in the fingers, and your back pain sitting for a very long period of time, all of those aches and pains are going to be right back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make you go through 3 exercise videos where I show you how to be able to exercise and move your body to remain pain and injury free and to be able to be really strong and do all of your activities of daily life. So let's go. So why do I keep moving it all the time? Simple. That's because movement is medicine, okay? And where have I learned this from? From all of the athletes that I've worked in. So the best way to not have injuries or to reduce the risk of injuries and be pain-free and keep working out or going forward with whatever you want to, the only way is constantly moving it. So come with me and I'm going to show you the first exercise that we are going to start with for the lower back. So this exercise is known as lateral thigh stretch. Why we do this is to reduce any kind of pain or numbness or symptoms which can radiate from the back to the leg due to constant sitting and working for long. So we first start at a standard tease position, okay? We place our hands on the waist. We keep one leg behind and we place the same arm on top. The other hand remains on the waist and we move in a side bend position, stretching out about 5 to 6 times, okay? Why are we constantly moving? Because there should not be any excessive stretch or pain that comes, okay? Then we come back to the same straight position. We do it on the other side. So right hand on the waist, left leg behind, hands up, and we stretch on the right now. 5 to 6 times, and then you come back to the straight position. So the next exercises of the lower back and hip are going to be done on the mat. First one called cat and camel or cat and cow. You must have heard this in yoga as well, but in physiotherapy we have a different approach. We are slowly going to be moving in and out of the position without holding it for a long time. So come in a crawling position with your knees pelvis width apart and your hands shoulder width apart, and start to arch your back and then move lower. So this really helps in moving your spine in and out of its maximum range without holding and pushing it too much at the end range. This really helps in making it a lot less stiff and pain-free. We will do 5 to 6 of these repetitions and then we move on to the next exercise. And that is done. So our next stretch is going to be figure of 4 stretch. This is a stretch for the glutes and the buttock areas. Now, please make sure that all of the stretches that I've taught previously, these are only going to be increasing your dynamic mobility. And after this, we are going to be moving on to strengthening. Okay, so how do we get into the position? We lie down with our knees bent, back flat on the ground, place one leg, the ankle, right on top of the opposite knee, so that the right leg is open. Now, with both the hands, hold and pull your left thigh towards your chest. We will do 5 to 6 of this repetition, post which we will change the position. We will keep the right leg down. We'll keep the left foot up, the ankle resting on top of the right knee. Hold the leg and pull it. Now, with this stretch, you will be feeling a pull all the way on your lateral thigh till your glutes. This helps in reducing any pain again, which is coming down the leg or not letting you walk or sit for a long period of time. So 5 to 6 repetitions and then we come back to the regular position and we are done. So next we are going to start off with our strengthening exercises. So the first exercise is called bird dog. Yes, you actually go in a position similar to a bird and dog, that's why the funny name. So we are going to come in a crawling position. Now this exercise really helps in building up your entire core, which is basically a pillow. Core is not just your abdominal area, it's also your back. So we keep it steady and we do the exercise along with that. So come in a position where your hands are shoulder width apart, your knees are pelvis width apart, there is enough space so you have balance. And then we are going to raise our alternate arm and leg. So right arm with the left leg, we raise it and we keep it straight. We hold this position for 10 seconds. Now you might feel a little shaking in your body and you might even try to rotate your body, but make sure that you are not doing that. And the shaking is normal because it's because of weakness. After 10 seconds, you keep it down. Raise your left arm and your right leg. Now make sure that your arms and legs are parallel to the ground. This helps in working on your entire posterior muscles to make them strong so that you can sit for a long time, you can stand for a long time, walk around, have all of those long meetings without any back pain. So we do this exercise 5 times on both the sides to be able to finish an entire set of this. And now we move on to the next strengthening exercise. So coming to our last and final exercises. Now this exercise is for our glutes muscle. Now glutes is your buttock muscle, the one that you sit on. And mostly what happens is we are all sitting for many hours in a day and we are hardly ever walking around or strengthening it. So this is a very important exercise. Number one, because it helps in sitting for a long period of time or undo the damage you get from sitting for a long time. And number two, this helps in walking easily without any pain. So why are we doing it in this position? Because it's against gravity or anti-gravity. So let's come again in the crawling position. Again, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart and your knees are pelvis width apart. From this position, you are going to be raising, keep the knee bent and bring your hip or your leg in a 90-degree position. From there, you take the leg up without really moving your body. So actually this is working on your core as well as this is working on your hip individually. And you're going to be feeling a lot of weakness or numbness or tingling that might be going down to the legs. So if it's not very uncomfortable, you can continue with this exercise. We will do 10 reps on the right. We come down and then we lift the other leg. Now again, make sure that you are not turning or rotating this way and your back and your stomach remains straight and parallel to the ground. And then again, we go forward with 10 repetitions on the other side. Now this is a great exercise because it works rightly on the back area of the glutes and it helps in strengthening those muscles. So this was our glute kicks. Now next exercise is side raise. So we are going to be going into the same position, but we are going to be raising the leg in a different angle. Why? Because we are working on the side part of the glutes. Now glutes is a big muscle. It has 3 different fibers, absolutely behind, somewhere diagonal and right on the side. Now the side muscle helps us in lifting our leg on the side. So balancing on one leg on long, we are usually used to shifting weights between our legs in the middle of meetings or in the middle when we have to stand for a very long time. So this muscle helps your pelvis remain steady and not falling or losing balance when you're trying to stand on one leg or even you've kept one leg up while sitting on the chair and working. So this exercise is going to strengthen or burn on the sides. So same position, you raise your right leg on the side without turning your body. The knee remains bent because it's easier to lift the leg with the knee bent. And the exercise gets isolated to the hip. Do about 10 repetitions on the right side and then come back to the normal position. Lift the leg on the left side. Make sure that you're not going forward with any kind of turning or rotation. And if it feels too hard to do it initially 10 times, you can actually reduce it 5 times and then slowly ease into 10 repetitions. So those were our strengthening exercises for the lower body as well as the hip. So that was for the low back and hip exercises, guys. I hope that you really liked it. You could follow it easily. Make sure that you're saving it and you're also sending it to that colleague of yours who keeps complaining of low back pain. Okay, so I hope that you guys stay tuned because I also have 2 more videos coming up on how to be able to take up your hunch, neck posture and shoulder posture, as well as how to improve numbness and pain over your fingers. So these are all exercises that can help you get back to work post COVID-19. So I hope you guys stay tuned.